Race number 5 at Ascot. It is a Class 3 handicap over the 1,000 metres. And Mark, there's some really good form lines going into this race. We've seen some nice recent performances from horses like Disco-rific, and also Castle Queen. But then Trials of Secret Choice and Karalaki Mist that from the Durant and Miller stable certainly have to keep you on notice.
Yeah, those two are certainly a couple to keep an eye out on, Secret Choice and Karalaki Mist. But a replay horse is a mare in form, number 3, Disco-rific.
The outside, Mr. Motown, who's covered additional ground. Then excellent Jerry Disco-rific and Mr. African. Ruby Can Run coming right down the outskirts. American Star still in front though at the 100, but here comes Mr. Motown. Mr. Motown and Mr. African are coming together from Castle Retreat. Mr. Motown, Mr. African lunging, but it's Mr. Motown.
Hasn't she been going great in recent times, Disco-rific? Really changed the opinion, I think, of many, and even the jockeys have said that have been riding her in recent times that, look, she's not normally a strong horse to the line, but she's really found a bit of heart in the recent runs, and we've seen that. Now, cannot get a barrier to save her life. If you take a look at the last few, 11, 9 and 11 again here, but they get the 2 kilo claim, maybe that'll be the difference.
Box seat followers would have been very happy 2 starts ago, getting the 20 to 1, and even last start behind Mr. Motown, a very, very good effort. Number 11, Karalaki Mist, though. I really like the recent trial up the straight at Pinjarra. Clint Johnston Porter rode on that occasion. Joseph Azzopardi rides here. I just think we'll get the plum run from barrier 1.
Yeah, it's going to be really good to see what she does here. The form lines are much better than anything else when you see Hoboken and Miss Somebody as well. Look, she's a horse that likes to get back though and run on. You've mentioned about the Eastleigh win, so that'll be the intriguing part. But the thing I liked in the trial, the moment Clint Johnston Porter said, let's go, she responded quickly and she was able just to swallow up the leader and then win by a half head over Pix Pride, which was a nice performance. So I still think she's going to be the one to beat in the race.
Number 4, Secret Choice, the stablemate, a gelding by So Secret. The recent trial was also very good up the straight at Pinjarra.
Yeah, drawn in barrier 2, so the stablemates will be next to each other. Again, a nice trial, was quietly held there by Ben Patterson on that occasion. The form lines from last prep have held up. I think it's a Durant Quinella in this race. I'm going with 11, Karalaki Mist. From number 4, Secret Choice, 6, You Watching Me, and 3, Disco-rific.
As do I. Adam, number 11 on top for me. Also Karalaki Mist. From the 4, Secret Choice, 3, Disco-rific, and 8, Seattle Striker.
Race number 6 at Ascot. It's over the 2,200 metres, and Mark, the replay horse that we're going to take a look at, these colours have been so unlucky in recent times. They've finally started to get a little bit of reward, but they may be able to get some more here in this race.
Yes, the Stelmach colours, the green colours we speak of. They've got Collair Bazaar. He was racing in great form. Let's have a look at his 3rd last start.
Challenging a length away, Street Bandit getting an inside run. So's Calvin. Down the outside comes Collair Bazaar, and here comes Pike as well on Royal Supreme with Shintamani coming with it. On the inside, Royal Supreme, Shintamani the outside, Royal Supreme the inner, Royal Supreme, Shintamani.
Nice performance again by Collair Bazaar, just not getting the luck that they probably wanted throughout the early stages. But when you take a look at the last 2 runs behind 11 seconds, which has then finished 3rd in a Bunbury Cup, and then behind Shintamani, they are good enough to win this race and win it comfortably. I think this is one of the better bets of the day. Look, there's some okay form lines in here, midweek at best, but Collair Bazaar's, as I said, they are genuine Saturday, and we've seen the Bunbury Cup form lines as well. For mine, it's the best bet of the day.
Like you said, should have won 2 starts together, then last start took luck out of the occasion. Steve Parnham on that occasion forced to breeze outside the leader. Look, I think very, very hard to beat here is the gelding by So Secret. Also got in the race number 2 there, Lashilla, last start behind At the Ready. A good run at the Ready. A brilliant run in the Mel Vista last week.
Well, we've seen those form lines hold up. My only question mark is the consistency of Lashilla. If the real Lashilla rocks up, we'll see a good performance, especially with the easterly breezes. It enjoys being there on the pace, but you're just not wary of what horse you're going to get. Fred Kersey takes the ride here. It seems to be a tough horse to ride as well. Will it be too much for an apprentice? We'll wait and see. It's just the question marks that make me wonder about this horse.
Adam, on top for you?
I'm going to go with number 1, Collair Bazaar. It is one of the best of the day. From 2, Lashilla. Number 7, Bachelor's Prospect, which gets out to the 2,200 for the first time, and 3, Rosewood Hill.
I've got the 1 on top as well, Collair Bazaar. From the 3, Rosewood Hill, 2, Lashilla, and 7, Bachelor's Prospect.
Race number 7 at Ascot. It's a Class 3 handicap over the 1,600 metres, and if you can be confident about tipping something in this race, you're doing much better than I am, because you need a few in the quaddie.
Myself as well, Adam. A very, very tough race. The replay horse is number 3, Boom Boom Bang, running 4th behind Barzinho.
And tracking it through near the inside at the top of the running, and further out is Sonnen, and then Medom, Saxonic Jack, and down the outside is Barzino. Hollywood Rocket reached the lead, 200 to go from Boom Boom Bang. Awesome as Sonnen, wide out Barzino keeps coming. Hollywood Rock, Awesome as Boom Boom Bang, Boom Boom Bang, Awesome as on the outside. Barzino, Sonnen, here's a great finish. Awesome as Barzino.
Nice performance there behind Barzino, but again, this is a horse that just completely lacks consistency. William Pike goes on board, which is a positive. Barrier 1 is another positive. So 2 runs at Ascot has never placed on those occasions. Look, its best form lines, it can win a race like this, but then the other runs, it finishes midfield. I've just got no confidence in the horse.
I love the booking of William Pike though, so hoping for a much more forward and positive ride from the good draw. We've also got in the race there, number 1, Skellig. The run behind Touch of Silver was okay last start. Now, you've got to remember that Touch of Silver is an extra special horse. He sprinted off a dime in a very muddling run race, and Skellig was caught back in the pack, and just very hard for those horses to sprint off an ungenuine tempo.
Yeah, as I said, consistency. Well, this is another one. The first up run was simply brilliant. Last run, as you said, was fair, had excuses, but still I would have liked to have seen it do a little bit more. Randy Tan takes the ride here, so they drop to the 58.5 kilos. They're drawn well in barrier 3. At its best, it can win the race. At its worst, it finishes midfield.
This is how open the race is. We've both got number 10 in this race. Maximus Mac. He can be an inconsistent galloper, the rig by Stratum, but I really like the last start run at Bunbury behind Bergia.
Well, it is an inconsistent galloper, but the last few runs have actually been consistent. We've seen the run behind Politics 4 starts ago, which has won 2 in a row. We've seen the run behind Disco Rific, which we've just shown in a replay in this episode of Box Seat. We've seen the performance behind What'd You Do, which has gone to a Saturday, and then we've seen the run behind Bergio, which went to a Saturday as well. So finally putting it all together. Has to go up and weight with the 55 kilos with Aaron Mitchell riding and a wide draw, but I think it can play a part in this race. But I'm going to go with Skellig from Maximus Mac, then number 6 Scarlet Speedstar, and 5 from Mont.
3 on top for me, Boom Boom Bang. Pike aboard from the 7 Saxonic Jack, number 10 Maximus Mac, and 2 Dance Master.
Race number 8 at Ascot. It's a Class 1 handicap over the 1400 metres, a 52 plus event. There's 2 last start winners that I'm really looking forward to seeing go head to head in this race, Mark.
The one we'll look at, no surprise, a Cerise and White runner, Regal Class, winning at Bunbury.
And Keeper's Son led for the judge on the outside, then a Knight of Pro who keeps on coming, however, and 2 lengths Burning Magic, and now Regal Class coming down the outside with his runner at the 150 though. A Knight of Pro is the leader. He's a length and a half. Keeper's Son, Regal Class, a Knight of Pro with Regal Class gunning it down. Regal Class went to a Knight of Pro, got him right on the line. Regal Class.
It was a good performance by Regal Class because 250 metres out, there was no way in the world they were going to catch a Knight of Pro. It was bolting away. The run before that, look, it should have beaten Bushfire Blonde. It was disappointing. It had its chance and just couldn't loom up. I think Grant Williams, as mentioned, he was sort of happy just that it's got the win, but now they're putting the blinkers on. They really want to sharpen this filly up, and I'm hoping that the blinkers do that because she needs to take a next step in this race if she's going to beat a horse like Ravelli.
Number 3 in the race as well, Laurentinio. Jason Brown rides for Jim Taylor in Sam Trimboli's colours. Really impressed by last start performance, leading all the way, beating Avon Trader. Look, I think they can do the same thing here with 1400 metres, and as we mentioned, those easterlies blowing all day could be the one to catch.
Really intrigued with what Jimmy Taylor's done with this race. I'm just looking for the blinkers. I remember he said to me when it was first up after the trial, he said when the blinkers go on, you'll see a different horse. We've seen 2 races now. It did get a dead heat win, but no blinkers yet, and I thought they might have put him on here. Look, it'll roll to the front from barrier 6, and as he said, with conditions, it's still going to be very hard to beat.
And Adam, number 12 there in the Amelia Park colours, revealed now. Tell us, Chris Parnham rides for Dan Morton. Like the win at York, but this is a step up in class.
It was a sensational win. I haven't seen many better than this. Keeper's Son was a good 6, 7, 8 lengths in front at one stage down the straight. This horse sort of wobbled around and then took a while to wind up. That's my biggest concern here. If you take a look at the trial and you take a look at that win, this horse does not corner. It takes a couple of strides to go. Then when it lets down, it runs on strongly. Now, that might not be the case when it comes to racing this Wednesday. So they're going to need to be a little bit closer, and Chris Parnham's going to need a little bit of luck. But I'm going to put it on top because I think it's got the most upside from number 10 Regal Class, 5 Celtic Wizard, and 3 Laurentino.
Number 3 on top for me, Laurentinio from the 10 Regal Class, 7 Sun Trapper, and number 12 Reveal.
Time now to take a look at our best bets of the day, and I'm going to go with race 5, number 11 Kalaki Miss, and race 6, number 1 Couleur Bazaar.
I'm going for race 4, number 1 Stellar Ignition, and Race 6, number 1, Calais Bazaar.
As we always do, so you can follow us on social media. You can take a look on the screen there, our YouTube channel as well, and perthracing.com.au. So many great events coming up over the next few weeks. Make sure you book your tickets there, especially Derby Day. We'd love to see everyone out there in the black and white. Tickets are available. On behalf of both Mark and I, hopefully we found you a couple of winners. We'll be back later on in the week with another edition of The Box Seat.